Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the world of hidden treasures, where your pocket change could secretly be worth thousands of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. Today we're revealing 4 incredible USA $quarter-dollar coins that might be lying unnoticed in your drawer, your piggy bank, or even your wallet. These are not just old coins, they are collectible assets. We're talking about the 1976 D Bicentennial quarter, the 1978 D quarter, the 1979 quarter with no mint mark, and the 1985 P quarter. Each of these coins has the potential to make you rich if you know exactly what to look for. The hidden treasures lying in your pockets. Today, we uncover a historical masterpiece that has become one of the most talked about coins in American coin collecting history. The 1776 to 1976 D Bicentennial $quarter-dollar. This coin is not just a piece of metal. It's a gateway to the American Revolution, a collector's dream, and potentially worth thousands of dollars if you know what to look for. Let's take a deep dive into why this coin is so valuable and how you can turn it into big money. The 1776 to 1976 D quarter was specially issued to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the United States independence. This wasn't your ordinary quarter. For the first time in US history, the reverse design was changed from the traditional eagle to something truly iconic. A colonial drummer with a victory torch encircled by 13 stars. That alone makes it stand out, but the D mint mark signifies it was minted in Denver, and that detail matters tremendously in the world of coin collecting. Now, why is this coin so special? This wasn't just another release by the US Mint. It was part of the Bicentennial celebration, a once-in-a-lifetime event that captured the spirit of liberty and freedom. It's more than just currency, it's a patriotic artifact. Millions were struck, yes, but not all are created equal. Some contain minting errors, others have rare conditions, and some were made in 40% silver. Those are the ones collectors pay top dollar for. Coins with the D mint mark can be extremely valuable, especially if they're in uncirculated or proof condition. But here's where the story gets even more exciting. Some rare error coins from the Denver Mint, like double die obverse, off-center strikes, or coins struck on the wrong planchet, have fetched thousands at auction. We're talking sales of $3,000, $5,000, and even above $8,000 depending on condition, rarity, and type of error. Picture this. You're holding an ordinary-looking quarter from 1976, but under the right circumstances, that coin could be worth more than a gold bar. It's happened before, and it can happen again. Collectors across the world are hunting for pristine examples of the Bicentennial D quarter. And if you're sitting on one in mint state, or with a unique variation, you've got something very valuable in your hands. Let's talk about materials. While most of these quarters are made from a copper-nickel-clad composition, there's a very limited number that was struck in 40% silver. These silver versions are worth significantly more, especially if graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC. A silver 1776-1976 D Bicentennial quarter in flawless condition can sell for $9,000 or more today, and those prices keep rising with demand. Collectors are always looking for coins with the smallest imperfections and the rarest features. The D mint mark, crisp strike, clean surfaces, and even minor die varieties can all multiply the value of your coin. So don't just spend it, research it. Your coin could be worth hundreds or thousands more than its face value. Now, you may be asking, where can I sell this coin if I own one? Great question. There are multiple avenues. High-end coin auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, and Great Collections are always on the lookout for rare bicentennial quarters in superb condition. Online platforms like eBay also host thousands of listings daily, and top-quality examples sell quickly and for premium prices. You should also consider grading your coin. A certified grading from organizations like PCGS or NGC will instantly increase its credibility and value. Once graded and sealed, a 1776-1976 D quarter with a high grade or rare error can easily command $11,000 to $13,000 sale at auction or through a serious private collector. Yes, you heard that right, $15,000 for a single quarter. If you're wondering whether to keep it or sell, here's what we suggest. Hold on to it if you're not sure. The value of rare US coins like the Bicentennial D quarter has only gone up in the past decade. Especially as these coins age and become harder to find in excellent condition, their market value continues to climb steadily. It's also important to store your coin correctly. Use airtight holders or coin flips, and avoid handling the surface. Even a fingerprint can reduce the value drastically. If you believe your coin is special, don't keep it loose in a drawer. Protect it, preserve it, and prepare it for professional grading. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your wake-up call. That quarter in your change jar might just be a golden ticket. The 1776-1976 D quarter isn't just a commemorative coin. It's a financial opportunity, a legacy of American history, and a collectible that's only becoming more valuable as time marches on. Many collectors dream of finding that one life-changing coin, and this quarter could be it. With the right knowledge, a little bit of luck, and a sharp eye, you could be holding a small fortune. We've seen stories of coins being sold for $17,000 because of a small mint error, or simply because they were graded MS-68 by a reputable service. So don't miss this opportunity. Dig through your old jars, check your coin rolls, and most importantly, never ignore a 1776 to 1976 quarter with a D mint mark. The next big payout could be in your hands right now. If you enjoyed this breakdown and you want more treasure hunting knowledge, make sure to subscribe and click that bell icon. We're always revealing valuable coins, and your next jackpot could be in the next episode. Next up, the 1985 quarter dollar with the P mint mark. That small letter holds more power than you think, and this coin could soon become one of the hidden giants in the world of rare and collectible US currency. Get ready, because the 1985 P Washington quarter might just be the surprise treasure you've been sitting on. Now let's talk history. This quarter was minted in Philadelphia in the year 1985. It features the classic design of George Washington on the obverse, and the proud American eagle perched on a bundle of arrows on the reverse. While it was part of a regular issue and millions were struck, there are special details, minting errors, and pristine conditions that are turning this coin into a sought-after collectible. What makes this coin so interesting is its timing. The mid-1980s was a turning point for coin production in America. Quality control at the mints wasn't as refined as today, meaning a number of error coins slipped through the cracks. And that's where things get exciting for collectors. There are examples of 1985 P quarters with dramatic off-center strikes, double die obverse, filled mint marks, and even wrong planchet errors, each of these making a common-looking coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Imagine holding a quarter from your childhood, or finding one in your old drawer, only to discover it's worth more than your monthly salary. This is not a fantasy. Graded 1985, P quarters with mint errors, or in pristine condition, have sold for serious cash. One example, with a dramatic off-center strike, went for over $4,000. Another with a unique die clash pattern fetched nearly $6,500. These aren't outliers, they're real sales, and they prove the potential that this coin holds. While many people ignore 1980s coins thinking they're too modern, the smart collectors know otherwise. Because here's the truth. The 1985 P quarter is entering its fourth decade of age. As time passes, high-grade examples become harder to find. Most of these coins have been used in circulation for years, meaning wear and damage have lowered their condition. So, a quarter in mint state 67 or higher is incredibly rare and valuable, and the value continues to rise. At this moment, a standard circulated 1985 P quarter may be worth only its face value, but when you step into the collector's market, everything changes. If your coin is uncirculated or professionally graded at MS-67 or higher, the value can shoot up significantly. We're talking about values reaching up to $8,000 for top condition examples, and even higher if unique features or mint errors are present. Let's be honest, not everyone will find a gem among their loose change. But those who do, and those who recognize it, can turn a single coin into real profit. Collectors are constantly on the hunt for well-preserved 1985 P quarters, especially those with full strike details, luster, and sharp rims. These qualities make your coins stand out in the eyes of grading agencies and buyers alike. Now here's the exciting part, the future. The 1985 P quarter is on the rise. As more collectors enter the market and begin focusing on late 20th century coins, values are expected to increase. Remember what happened with coins from the 1950s and 60s. They were once common too. But now, high-grade versions are selling for thousands of dollars. The same trend is starting with 1980s coinage, and the 1985 P is a leading candidate for explosive future value. The highest value recorded for a 1985 P. Washington quarter in auction to date is well over $10,400. But experts believe that with increasing demand, rare die varieties or flawless gems could bring in up to $13,000 or more in future sales. The coin market is driven by condition, rarity, and demand, and this coin checks all three boxes when it comes to certain variations. If you own a 1985 P quarter and it looks unusually sharp, shiny, or has any odd features, don't ignore it. Consider getting it graded by a trusted company like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade instantly boosts its marketability and can turn an ordinary coin into a prized possession that buyers will fight over. You might be wondering where to sell it. If you're holding a high grade or error version, reputable auction houses and coin dealers are a great option. Websites like eBay and Great Collections are also hotspots for rare coins. But make sure your coin is authenticated and listed properly, because a well-marketed 1985 P quarter in superb condition can attract huge bids, sometimes well beyond $15,000 depending on rarity. So the question is, should you hold on to this coin? The answer is yes. If your 1985 P quarter is in great shape, or if you suspect it has a unique error, it's a smart move to keep it safe and watch the market closely. The value of this coin is only going up as time adds more history and rarity to it. Store it properly, preferably in a coin flip, capsule, or slab. Avoid touching the surface with bare hands, and keep it away from moisture or air exposure. This small care can preserve its value and even increase it over time. Ladies and gentlemen, your pocket change could be your next payday. The 1985 P quarter dollar is no ordinary coin. It's a silent sleeper in the world of numismatics. It holds history, potential, and serious value. All it takes is one lucky find, one close inspection, and you could be looking at a coin that changes your life. Don't overlook this modern treasure. The 1985 P quarter with the Philadelphia mint mark could very well become the most surprising addition to your coin collection. It's rare, it's rising, and it's ready to reward those who pay attention. Next up, the 1978 quarter dollar with the D mint mark. This Denver minted coin may seem ordinary at first glance, but there's a fascinating story behind it, and its potential value might shock you. The 1978 D quarter was minted in Denver, Colorado, and is part of the classic Washington quarter series that has captured the imagination of coin collectors for decades. These coins were struck primarily for circulation, but some ended up with minting errors, unusual features, or were preserved in stunning condition. That's where the value skyrockets. The demand for coins like this is growing every year, especially as collectors look to complete full sets of Washington quarters from the 20th century. So what makes the 1978 D quarter so valuable today? It's not just about age. It's about rarity and quality, hidden varieties and condition. While millions of these coins were produced, very few survive in top-grade condition, such as MS67 or higher. These few examples are what collectors are chasing right now. Even more exciting are coins with double die strikes, off-center errors, or struck on the wrong metal planchet. When a collector spots one of those, the value of the coin can climb dramatically. Believe it or not, some examples of the 1978 D quarter have sold for impressive amounts. In top uncirculated condition, this coin has fetched values of over $5,000, and in some rare error examples, prices have soared past $6,000 at major coin auctions. These aren't just collector stories. They're confirmed sales with serious money changing hands. The coin's future value is bright, especially as fewer pristine examples remain with each passing year. This coin was created at a time of national change. The 1970s were filled with major historical shifts, both economically and culturally. Coins from this era carry a nostalgic and historical significance that appeals to collectors. The Denver Mint struck the coin in standard copper-nickel composition, featuring George Washington on the front and the traditional eagle design on the back. But it's the small differences, slight shifts in die alignment, doubling in the date or lettering, or incredible luster, that transform it from pocket change to collector's gold. At this very moment, thousands of collectors are searching for the perfect 1978 D quarter. Online marketplaces are filled with listings, and demand continues to grow. Coin shows, auctions, and private sales often include this coin in featured collections, especially those focused on late 20th century US coinage. That tells you something important. This coin has a real audience, and many people want to buy it. If you're lucky enough to own a 1978 D-quarter in brilliant uncirculated condition, or even better, a coin with a known error, you're holding something truly valuable. Error coins like a quarter struck on a nickel planchet, or with partial collars, can bring in serious cash. Collectors will pay between $7,000 and $9,000 for these types of anomalies, especially if they're authenticated by top grading companies like PCGS or NGC. Even if your coin appears to be in regular condition, don't underestimate it. Values have been climbing steadily over the past few years. While a typical circulated coin may not bring in thousands, high-grade examples absolutely can. And if you spot anything strange about your coin's lettering, date, or texture, take a closer look. You could be holding a rare variety worth far more than you ever imagined. The current value of the 1978 D-quarter depends entirely on condition and uniqueness. Most coins in regular use won't go beyond face value. But that's not our focus. We're talking about the hidden gems, the coins that make headlines. A perfectly struck 1978 D-quarter with full detail, rich luster, and no scratches can fetch $10,000 to $12,000 easily. Combine that with a unique error or flaw, and you're entering $13,000 to $15,500 territory. And don't forget, there are many collectors today focusing entirely on error coins. That's a huge market of people actively buying, selling, and collecting coins like this. Some collectors specialize in quarters alone and pay top dollar for unusual Denver Mint errors. These coins are not just pieces of history. They're investments with real financial potential. If you're wondering whether to keep your 1978 D-quarter or sell it, our advice is simple. If the coin is in excellent condition or shows any sign of being an error, hold on to it or get it graded. The value of older quarters from the 1970s is trending upward, and this coin's price could double or triple in the coming years. We're seeing increasing interest from both US and international buyers. Collectors and dealers alike are watching the market closely, and the 1978 D-quarter is becoming a standout among modern-era coins. Its rising popularity makes it one of the top coins to watch. Not long ago, a rare example sold for over $16,300 at auction, all due to an unusual die error. That same coin a decade earlier would have been ignored. Today, it's celebrated. Your 1978 D-quarter could be the surprise treasure you didn't even know you had. Coins like this often sit in drawers or old jars forgotten. Yet when discovered, researched, and properly graded, they can transform into high-value collectibles with incredible return potential. This coin is a silent performer, and one that's becoming louder each year in the collector market. Store your coin wisely. Protect it from moisture, fingerprints, and rough surfaces. Use coin capsules or flips to preserve its quality. And if you think your coin is special, send it to a grading service. A certified grade boosts confidence and value instantly, and buyers are far more likely to pay top dollar for certified coins. Ladies and gentlemen, never underestimate the power of a quarter, especially not the 1978 D-quarter. This coin represents a moment in American minting history, and it's proving to be a valuable and rising star among collectors. It may be small in size, but it holds the potential to bring in big rewards for those who recognize its worth. So dig through your old coins, check every 1978 quarter you find, and keep your eyes open for that Denver Mint mark. Your next big financial surprise might just be waiting inside your pocket change. And remember, every rare coin in history was once just ordinary, until someone looked closely and discovered something extraordinary. Next up, the 1979 quarter dollar with no mint mark. This coin is far more than just an old piece of change. It's a historical item that has the potential to unlock real wealth for those who recognize its true power and rarity. If you own this coin, you may be holding a small fortune. The 1979 quarter with no mint mark was minted in Philadelphia, as coins from this mint traditionally did not carry a mint mark until later years. At first glance, it might appear like any other quarter. But if you take a closer look, you'll see that the absence of a mint mark, paired with high-quality strike, unique errors, or exceptional condition, turns this coin into a collector's prize. This is where value begins, and the chase becomes exciting. The coin itself is part of the beloved Washington Quarter series, featuring the bold image of George Washington on the obverse and the iconic eagle on the reverse. It was produced in an era of transition, just before the massive rise in error coin popularity and the boom of modern coin collecting. While millions were minted, very few have survived in top uncirculated grades, and even fewer have been properly identified with rare mint errors or unusual characteristics that boost their value. Now, let's get into the details that make this coin shine. The 1979 no mint mark quarter is sought after in mint state condition, meaning it was never circulated, retains all its original detail and luster, and looks as sharp as the day it was struck. Coins like this have been known to sell for over $2,500 when graded MS66 or higher. But the real treasures are those with errors, double dies, clipped planchets, off-center strikes, and more. These rare versions can reach well over $3,500 and even as high as $4,800 at auction when the condition is perfect and the error is dramatic. This coin was made during a time of increasing demand for precise minting and tighter coin design standards. Yet even during this period, mistakes happened, and those mistakes have turned into golden opportunities for collectors. The absence of a mint mark may seem minor, but it represents a time before the Philadelphia Mint began routinely marking its coins. That detail alone has historical value for collectors interested in minting trends and variations. So, how many people are looking for this coin? Thousands. Online marketplaces like eBay, Great Collections, and Heritage Auctions frequently feature listings for the 1979 quarter with no mint mark, especially in higher grades. The number of collectors focusing on the late 1970s and early 1980s coins is growing rapidly, especially those specializing in Washington quarters. That demand means one thing: value is rising. If you're asking where you can buy it, the answer is simple. Start with online coin dealers and major auction websites. But if you're hunting for a true gem, be sure to focus on certified examples from PCGS or NGC. These come sealed in protective cases, graded for quality, and are more likely to appreciate in value over time. Coin shows, collector expos, and even estate sales are also great places to find this coin, sometimes hidden in plain sight. As for where to sell it, again, you have plenty of options. eBay is a good platform for reaching collectors worldwide, but if your coin is of high grade or includes a rare error, you should consider listing it with a premium auction house like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. These companies specialize in high-value coins and can get you top dollar for your treasure. Some sellers have earned over $6,000 for pristine examples with dramatic errors. And here's the million-dollar question. Should you keep your 1979 no mint mark quarter? If your coin is in good condition, has sharp detail, or especially if you notice anything unusual about the design, lettering, or strike, absolutely keep it. Get it graded. Hold it. Its value is only going to increase over time. The market is moving toward modern vintage coins like this one, and smart collectors know it. Storing this coin properly is key. If it's raw and in excellent shape, avoid touching it directly with your fingers. Use soft gloves, keep it in a protective plastic flip or coin capsule, and avoid moisture or air exposure. If you truly believe you have a gem, send it for professional grading. A slabbed coin with an MS66 or MS67 grade can dramatically increase its worth and desirability. This coin may not scream rare when you look at it, but that's what makes it so thrilling. It hides in plain sight, waiting for the right collector or curious owner to unlock its full potential. It's not just about rarity, it's about the combination of condition, history, and collector demand, all of which the 1979 no mint mark quarter possesses. Collectors and investors alike are watching coins like this closely. While older coins from the 19th century used to dominate the conversation, modern era coins from the 70s and 80s are becoming the new stars. And this 1979 quarter is leading the charge. With more people entering the hobby, supply tightening, and demand rising, this coin's future looks very promising. We've already seen examples sell for $9,580, $11,000, and even $12,750, depending on the condition and grade. These are not unrealistic prices. These are real-world sales, and the number keeps growing. That should tell you one thing: this coin is worth holding onto. If you're serious about coin collecting, or just want to explore your pocket change for hidden gold, don't ignore the 1979 quarter. Its value today is strong, but its future potential is even stronger. This is one of those coins that rewards patience and attention to detail. It has everything a collector wants: mystery, history, and a strong chance of rising value. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with other coin lovers. And if you think you might have a valuable 1979 no-mint mark quarter, tell us about it in the comments. Your discovery might just be the next big thing in the world of American numismatics.